Well, what's up, guys? GotDave here, and just like I was talking about, it's Saturday morning, and I didn't want to ride the Duke 690. I wanted to give that bike a break, wanted to change it up a little bit, and it is super windy again, so I decided to ride the Beta. Gonna do a commuting run on the Beta. Which is not exactly what it's good for, but or best at, I should say. Now we will see how this thing does in the wind, on the freeway in the wind versus the Duke 690. Why is this guy going so freaking slow? Because it is higher up, and so I don't know if is higher up going to be like worse for the wind, or is it going to be better because it lets the wind flow under my bike? The Duke 690 has considerably more power than this bike, that is for sure, without a doubt. I'm gonna back off because I'm gonna freaking burn up my fucking back tire, dude. Pushing this hard through the headwind. Oh, this bike is sketchier than the Duke, that is for sure. Woo! Definitely sketchier than the Duke, man. What I was thinking about this morning is the same thing that I always think about when I ride this bike, is that it only gets like 77 miles on a full tank of gas. And oftentimes I think about, like, would it be cool like to get that aftermarket tank, that 3-gallon, or maybe even get the 4-gallon, you know, just go overboard. But honestly, most of the time I really don't ride this bike that far, and when I do, I just like putting, I've got a couple of fuel bottles, you know, that are like aluminum with like the special fuel tops and stuff, and they just fit in my backpack. And the two of those bottles are like almost a gallon. I think it's like 3/4 or so of a gallon. And so it's like if I'm gonna make a long ride, I'll just do that. Or like with the Night Rider meetup, I'll just put a couple of plastic bottles with gas in them in my pockets of my jeans. Like if I don't want to wear a backpack, you know, then like I don't have a backpack and I don't have anything in my pockets, and my bike's all fueled up that little extra bit. But I can only carry maybe like half a gallon when I do that. I can't carry 3/4. Where, I mean, if I had a backpack, it's like I could put like 2 or 3 gallons in there, you know, it wouldn't even matter. I could have like a ton of gas in my backpack. And the only problem that I've ever heard of, or that I could even see happening, would be if I crashed, you know, like if I crash and fall and like whatever, I like go over the handlebars and land on my back, and the bottles explode and I get gas like all over me, you know, and then worst case scenario, I get lit on fire because my bike sparks or something, and then, you know, like I get lit on fire and burned to death or something. But I don't think that would happen. I don't really see too much of a problem with doing that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to say. That's what I was thinking about, whether I should do the gas tank or not. And the biggest thing for me with doing that aftermarket gas tank is I actually saw how it looks, and I didn't really like it all that much. One of the guys up at the rock store, he's got the 350, and he did the 3-gallon tank, and I just didn't really like how it looked. You know, it's noticeably larger, the gas cap is way higher, and the plastics aren't touching in the middle right here. They're split apart, and I don't know, it's not that it looks bad, but it just, with this 2-gallon tank, dude, it looks so clean, it looks so small and so skinny, you know. And I really like the way the bike looks like this, and I really don't want to pay like whatever it is, 300 bucks or whatever to get that tank. You know, it's easier and cheaper for me. I just, every once in a while, I just throw on a backpack, and it almost makes it more fun, you know, like it makes it feel like I'm totally like going on like a long distance trip or something, even if I'm just going like 100 miles. Like that day that I did the Night Rider meetup, And I added those 2 bottles of gas that I had in my pockets, those plastic bottles, and then I made the run with Night Rider. And when I got home from that, I had like 91 miles, I think it was. Yeah, it was like just a hair over 90 miles on this bike, and that was it, you know. And that was all the gas that I needed to go 90 miles, or to go like 100 miles. So for me, and usually that's all I do, you know. Like if I just make like a fun run, you know, like up in the canyon or something, that's really all I'm gonna do is, you know, maybe 100 miles, or sometimes I'll do like 110, 120, but not very often. You know, usually it's like 80 or 90 miles. Yeah, so that's it. That is what I wanted to talk about. And I know you guys are gonna have your opinions. You're gonna be like, dude, put the bigger tank on there, you know? Like if it was me, I'd have the 4-gallon. This bike cruises, man. I had someone actually ask me what the top speed of this bike is, and I was like, dude, it'll do over 100. It'll do 80 miles an hour, and it's like not even at 4 grand, dude. It does like 70 at 3, and like 80 at 4, and I guess like 90 at 5 or something. I don't know, but I haven't really had this bike up like super fast too many times. I might have gotten it up to 100 before, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. So that's where it is at 80. It's not even to 4 grand. It's like 37 or something. 36 or 3700 at 80. Wouldn't hit 100. I got it up to 99. I tried. I tried, man. So I guess that's my top speed. It's not over 100. It's freaking 99. It'll do 99, baby. Which is fast enough for this bike, dude. Totally fast enough. But the Duke is definitely better in the wind than this bike. That answers that question. Oh shit, I hit a freaking chunk of tumbleweed.